Hello, I'm Lucas Haddock and I'm here with Steve from Leica.
Hello.
Steve, would you like to tell me what you do for Leica Geosystems?
Well, my role for Leica is to kind of take construction companies and owner-operators from analog ways of working, so traditional kind of following spray lines and timber profiles, take them from that into this new kind of digital form of construction. So we've still got those lines and those points that need to be set out, but now they're all digital in the cab and in things like total stations and GPS rovers. So yeah, it's my role is to kind of drive adoption of this digital construction.
Could you tell me more about your 3D machine control that's in all of these machines here today?
Yeah, so 3D machine control, the biggest benefit of that over 2D is that it gives you your position as well. So it gives you your horizontal position, so when you're in one of these cabs you can look at the screen, and it's a bit like GPS in a car, so you can see the building site in front of you and you can track the machine over to, let's say, a house. But when you get there, all of a sudden you can pick the center line of a foundation to dig, so it's giving you that horizontal alignment and it's giving you the depth to dig to. So if you jump in one of these machines, it's very much like playing a computer game now. So we're hoping that the younger generation will get more interested in construction and see driving a digger like this is a lot more enjoyable than it used to be. When I was young, we had to knock the pins out of a bucket, and you had one bucket to work with, and you did as much as you could with that. But these days you've got tilt rotators. The guys are in the cab, a nice clean cab. They can change the bucket from in there. They can change what job they're doing with machine control. So up in that corner, that machine can either decide whether he's digging a pond in that position or a house foundation. So it's a completely different kind of industry now than it was when I started.
Steve, what do you think the benefits are of having Engcon tilt rotators with your systems?
Well, they've changed the industry as well, because as you can see, I mean, you don't have to track the machine round to various different places or angles of attack to dig a trench in a particular area now. You can do a lot more from one place, so that saves fuel, saves time. If you wanted to get material out of a dump truck, you can very easily spin the bucket round and scoop that material out, and it just speeds everything up. The grab on these Engcons as well, that's very handy. You can pick up curbs that are very heavy, normally a two-man lift, or you need a special curb lifter or vac lifter. You can pick curbs up with that. You can drop pipes into the ground. They've revolutionized the way that people work.
How do they work with your systems to show you with the 3D controller?
That's a good question. Well, interestingly enough, you can just see that machine says, or that tilt rotator says EPS. So that means it's got integration to our machine control system. So we put a tilt sensor on to measure the bucket doing this, but we get the rotation from Engcon system. So that's feeding information to our system, telling us where that bucket is in rotation. We add the information from the tilt sensors, and we get an accurate reading of each corner of that bucket wherever it may be in a 360-degree plane. And that's all to within 15 mil horizontal and 20 mil depth.
That sounds brilliant, Steve. Thanks a lot for your time. I hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for your time, Lucas.